Hello and welcome to Dwarf Fortress. I am Twisted Logic. This is the tutorial fortress. We're going to see what needs to be done here. If you enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe for more videos. I haven't played this in a while, so I'm not 100% sure what was going on last time. I know we fixed the breach in the brook. And we started building up our above ground construction over here. One thing that I noticed was this right here. This is open space right here. This is just a cavern floor, and I had dug out this section, and that's going to be a vulnerability because if the bridge is closed, they can diagonally walk through that space. So I'm going to build a wall right here. I can make it a little bit bigger than just one. Not charcoal. We're gonna do this out of, do granite. I wanted to start making some squads. I got my coffee here, which is great. And I also wanted to build a floor over this right here. So construct floor. I'm gonna place that over these stairs here. So that way any kind of invasion comes and we can close off the fortress. Granite's fine. Right underneath that, it goes into the basement here. Now we could lock these doors and that'll save us kind of from goblins. However, some of the creatures have a tag in their raw files which is designated as a building destroyer. Building destroyers will go after doors, they'll break them. They'll also go after workshops outside, they'll break those. So this door would be broken if a building destroyer comes. The trolls are building destroyers. There's a bunch of forgotten beasts that are also building destroyers. There's nothing really in this area right here that I'm worried about. Down the stairs here, we need a bridge right here. We need a bridge. Build G. I may have put a bridge here. I thought I did, but maybe I removed it. I'm just gonna click around in case it's a retract. Well, if it's a retract bridge, it's not gonna do anything. So yeah, I'll build a bridge here. Oh, the retract bridge is on top here. See, I haven't played in a little bit. I went on vacation in the woods, which was awesome. Just walking through nature and drinking some beers and hanging out with the wife. It was amazing. We had a great time. And then when I came back, I was doing some of the experimentation videos. So I haven't been in this fortress in a week and a half. Maybe it was 2. I'm not really sure how much time has passed. Got a wood stockpile here that's just low. I want to dig out a section over here. Alt M for box select. Because I want to start making some weapons and training my metalsmiths up. I want to get a weaponsmith that's like at least making mastercraft or exceptional warhammers. Because one of the goals of this video is to go to the civilizations menu. I press that by pressing C. Civilizations and world info. And this is our fortress right here. Considerate Mountain. That's where we are. The Basement Graves of Beers, that's our fortress name. The Hole of Adventurers, that's our government. And the Civilization of the Crafts of Fog. And so one of the goals of this Let's Play tutorial is to send a squad or 2 out, and we're gonna maybe take over 1 or 2 of these sites if we can. This one looks pretty weak, so I think we'll have no problem. And then also attack this tower. Now we haven't gotten any invasions yet, and that's another thing that we need to consider is when we actually get attacked. So I want to build some kind of maybe trap. I mean, it doesn't make too much of a difference where we set up the trap for the invasion. However, However, it could go a little bit faster if we set it up in the northwest area. I got the Mega Beast trap here is ready to go. So any Mega Beast is gonna cut. Any Mega Beast that attacks the fortress is gonna ID to this cat right here. It used to be a kitten, so it'll come in and then we'll lock it. Kind of a catch and release trap right here. We could build cages. That's fine. But this is an alternative way to kind of catch and release Mega Beasts. Let's see, what is everybody doing now? Store items, socialize, harvest plants. That's fine. In this area here we just dug out, I'm going to make 2 weapon stockpiles. So P and then P again for weapons. And I'll make them kind of, the first one I'm going to make kind of small, like that. I can make both of them small, I guess. That one will be there. This one right here, the larger one, I'm going to go into the settings of it. And I'm going to go down to weapons here. And forbid trap components. I only want metal weapons, but I only want them to be... I think we only have silver right now. So I'm going to turn on silver. So this is any weapons. No trap components. The only material is going to be silver. The core quality, I'm going to turn off artifact and masterwork on total quality. The core quality here, I'm going to turn off, yeah, everything. I'm going to turn off everything exceptional and masterwork. Those are off. And then I'm going to turn the bins off of this one. So Shift V or Shift C for no bins right here. And I'm also going to turn on Shift M for auto melt. Now this stockpile next to it, the settings of this one, I'm going to do almost the same thing. So forbid that. Only silver weapons. And the core quality here is going to be opposite. So this is only going to accept exceptional masterwork artifact. Yeah. So they're gonna... Where's my smith now? That's still being constructed here. I think that I have to go into Dwarf Therapist and turn on metalsmithing, because I don't believe that task is assigned to anybody. So I'll have them building silver warhammers. The first ones they're going to put into this stockpile because they're going to be crappy. They're going to be doing it for the first time. The smelter here, add melted metal object. Repeat that. Alt W, add. So Shift A, bars of any metal. And the range of this is going to be, I'm going to set this super high so that way they keep melting it. Bars of any metal, and if we keep smelting normal ores into bars, and then we're also melting weapons into bars, that's going to go up pretty quickly. We don't have that right now. We're relying on wood fuel for the furnaces, so we can only go so high with the trees. I have a plan just crazy enough that might work. So this one we're gonna set. I'll set it to 4,000 as a low end and 4 9s as the high end. So they're gonna continuously trying to melt metal objects here. This map has very sparse trees. There are trees, and we're gonna cut them. I'm gonna cut some more right now. But we need a more reliable way to get trees. And let's see here. Just need to find an area that's kind of big. That's not a couple levels from the cavern layer here. And what I'll do is I'll dig out a large section of it. So I'll have this come down this way. And then H to channel. Now I'm gonna need to get water down here too to get everything muddy. So let me come up. I'll have to dig off of here. Yeah, so I'll dig it downstairs as well. Looks like right there. No. Not that close. Ha 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 ha. So I'll dig it downstairs here. And up downstairs. Yep. What about there? Each. There we go. So that's a decent amount of work right there. They're going to channel out this whole section. And I'm going to start making a room here. I'm going to start making a room here that I can flood and then drain. And we'll find out about that in the later episode if you don't already know. Let's see, this is evaporating pretty slowly. It's starting to go now. I want to build a farm in here. This is inside light and above ground. So if I build a farm plot in there, it's going to allow me to have access to plants that are. So you got to wait for more of it to evaporate. But it's going to allow me to grow plants that are normally you can't grow inside caves because there's light in there. So this wall is complete, so that vulnerability is taken care of. I'm also going to smooth stone some of this out here just to kind of give me a sense what's going on. This floor is built. I ripped up the tile over here. I don't like how it looks, so I'm going to replace the tile. Oh, okay, we got some migrants. That's great. We'll let them come in and get settled, and then we'll go into Dwarf Therapist. Well, we're in Dwarf Therapist now, and I'm going to read the dwarves here because I need some metalsmiths. So I'm going to take half of these guys here. It really doesn't matter what their skills is to start with, to what you set them as, because as they do the job, their abilities improve. So if you have somebody with no farming skill, and then you tell them to be a farmer, it's going to take a while, a couple seasons, but they're eventually going to start gaining some farming skill. Same with masonry. The guilds now, when they go into the Mason Guild, this guy right here, he's got a 6 in masonry. So he's talented. He's a talented mason. In the Mason Guild, he's going to be talking to maybe some of the novices, some of the lower masons. They're going to be socializing together, and through that socialization in the guilds, they're going to actually pick up skills in that way. Same with the Farmers Guild, engraving, any of the skills. So these guys here I'm going to set as stewards, just to kind of process these migrants. I'll set maybe half of these guys as builders. We'll see how many we have left now. Okay, we got 4 left, which is great. We're going to clear all the labors. I'm going to set them up for metalsmithing. Write the changes. I'll also let them haul because there's not going to be that much metal work to do. I don't want them wood hauling though. Nor construction. They can deconstruct, that's fine. They can do levers. Stone hauling's a no-go for them. Same with animal and burial. And what else can they do? They can also be mechanics and architecture, pump operator. I'll have them do medical stuff. And I guess gem setting. Glass making as well. So it's sort of the same skills as the builders. Let's just new custom profession from this unit, and we'll make it a smith. Okay. Now those smiths should... Some of them's going to come along and build this. Needs any metal smithing. Construction inactive. Smooth stone this area. Now one test that I wanted to do was see if I could layer... So this is a guild hall right here. So is this. I think this is engravers, this is masons, and this is the farmers guild. One of the tests that I wanted to do was to layer the guild halls. So I'm going to build another zone. I'm going to build it over top of this zone. And this one I'm going to set as a meeting area. Assign it a location. Add a new location. G for guild hall. And now this activity zone here, if I go down the list here, it's going to tell me what guilds, if there's a guild established or not, and then also how many workers. So I'm just going to find one that's kind of probably going to be next on the list. Farmers Guild. Okay, so we're just gonna make it an architect hall. Enter. Okay. And then I for zones. I'm gonna make it right over top of that one. Add another location. So M for meeting area. L for location. A to add. G for guild. And maybe this one is going to be, oh yeah, it looks like we can layer them fine. So I'll make this maybe a miners guild. Enter. So now we got 3 guild halls in one right here, which is pretty awesome that we could do that. This is starting to dry up here. There's all mud behind, so I can grow pretty much anywhere down here. This hallway's dug out, down. What's this? Okay, tetrahedrite is that's going to be a metal ore. I don't remember off the top of my head, so what I'll do is go over to Google. So now I'm over in the Dwarf Fortress wiki, and I just searched tetrahedrite, and it tells me all about it. Looks like it's going to make copper, silver. Is that it? I thought there was also lead involved. But I guess, okay. It's incredibly common ore of both copper and silver. Smelting tetrahedrite will produce 4 copper and 0 to 4 of silver. So that's great. We're going to get copper and silver now. Okay, what is going on with this? I'm not sure why they're not mining it. Oh, that's the wrong staircase, that's why. Okay, so dig X, get rid of that. Dig H. And for starters, I'm not going to connect this. Let me redo it a little bit. Until this is Until this area is ready, I'm not going to connect it to the main fortress. H. Because I'm going to have to also flood this area. This is going to be a surprise, I guess, if you don't know already. If you do know, that's fine. No, it's going to be a it's going to be another underground farm, but that one's going to be for trees. What is going on with this right here? So the construction suspended right now. So a lot of construction suspended on this. I'm just going to resume all. Resume all. Okay. Sevens. Okay, that's fine. We also have some bedrooms here that we made, and I want to start getting these guys in some rooms. So build bed, and then shift P for planning mode, and then I'm just gonna populate this. That looks good. Okay, so now I'm also going to build doors. Same way, planning mode. Okay, so I got all the beds and doors in place here. Now these bedrooms, they're a little bit bigger. You can build them smaller than this even. You can, I think you can even have it, you can have it just a door and a bed. But the larger the room is, the more they like it. Obviously, the more space they have. And you can also, now you can fit other things in these rooms. I like to do, the 9 tile bedrooms like this for the kind of like regular dwarves, because I can also fit in there I can also fit containers in there, which I'll add now, and then also the statues if I want to add statues to the room, and cabinets, and it's going to be happy thoughts for them. Because one of the ways to keep your dwarves from going crazy is to let them live in a large area. The tighter they are, the kind of more crazy they can be. If they don't have a bedroom and I keep them in the dormitory, they're going to get a lot of negative thoughts about you know, being embarrassed that they don't have their own room, or if a vampire comes to the fortress, then there's going to be problems like that. So I'm going to build in these containers here, and then also cabinets, and maybe later on I can add statues if I want. It's going to be a lot of work for the masons, and I'll cut out most of this. So that's all added in there. Now I'm just going to smooth stone the whole area. So yeah, even after the Steam release comes out, I mean, this version's still going to be available. This Lazy Noob pack is going to be available for download. You download it once and it's still out. I think that you should definitely support the creators. I've donated several times. If you enjoy the game, you should donate as well. They're still taking donations, and then when the Steam release comes out, I'm going to be buying that as well. I'm not 100% sure which is going to be my preferred version. At some point, they're going to stop doing the Lazy Noob pack. However, you know, say this Steam release comes out tomorrow, I'm still going to be able to download this version of Lazy Noob pack and still play it like this. The version on my computer is still going to be working in 10 years. As long as I don't do like a drastic operating system upgrade or something like that. And even then, it's probably still going to be backwards compatible. So I'm not too worried about the relevance of these videos. Plus, when the Steam release comes out, I'll probably end up playing that. I'll definitely do a Fortress or two in that, and see how it is. I might like it better, I might not. I don't know. It's very unknown. I do like the graphics that they were showing. So now we have our Metalsmith Forge. Add new task. A. Weapons and ammunition. Enter. Silver. Silver is very good for maces and warhammers. So I'm going to add a Forge Silver Warhammer. Repeat this. Alt W. Add. Warhammer of any silver. The range of this is going to be 10 to 20. And so they're going to start making Warhammers. They're going to bring them over to this weapon stockpile when they're not good enough. Then they're going to melt them back into silver bars. And when they finally start getting good enough, they're going to go into this. So I'm going to actually turn the bins down. There's just 2 bins for now in this one. So that way I can actually see when they're getting in there. Warhammers are the best weapon to use against undead. Because what happens is you cut off an arm or a limb. And then it can still come back to life. You can stab them and they're fine. On the kind of the evil haunted areas that I've been playing, every once in a while it'll rain and limbs will come back to life. I don't know if that happens with the normal necromancer attacks. I feel like it doesn't. However, they can be stabbed and be fine. But with the Warhammer, it's just going to completely obliterate that limb or wherever they're struck. So they're really good against undead. Looks like I got a fish in here. These lungfish are everywhere. Designation Z, and then I'm going to remove all these ramps right here. And that's already closed off. Build, construct floor, and then B for box select, and then I'll pick there to here. Phyllite blocks, granite blocks, micrine blocks, granite, dolomite, slate. Oh great, okay. So that is a lot of work that I just gave them. If I go to J here, they have to build a lot of floor tiles, they have to build beds, they have to build containers and cabinets. So the masons are going to be very busy. The miners as well are very busy. I'm scrolling through to see how much work there is. It's a lot, which is great. I'm not going to scroll through the whole thing. gonna get back into the game and let them do their thing. And oh, it looks like a lot of the turkeys are now growing up, so I can start slaughtering them. This great, we got shells. This refuse stockpile here is starting to get filled up. It's starting to get full up in this refuse stockpile here, and we got, looks like a bunch of other animals. I'm gonna go to Z for animals, or Z for status, and then enter for animals. Let's see what we got in here. We can butcher this donkey, reindeer, horse, alpaca. Kittens are fine. Yeah, we got a lot of turkeys here. I'm gonna two of these cats as well. And now they're gonna start slaughtering the animals they have access to. Some of the animals behind these locked doors here. Yeah, I'll unlock this. Steward some work. I for zones. Because as soon as I unlocked it, now that the poults are escaping. This is one of the bugs where the parents are both in a zone. They have a baby, and then that baby is not associated with the zone. That is one of the active bugs. So I'm gonna Shift N. And just assign all these turkeys and poults. What is that? Tab a couple times. It's a duck, that's fine. That's Tim. Or her. I put the rooster in there too. Okay, that's good. Seven idlers. It may be the metalsmiths. Steward, no job. Steward, no job. Steward, no job. Builder, no job. And two more stewards. So I need to get some more work for them, which will be build a P for a farm plot. And I'll build one in here. Okay. I could farm this whole area, which would be awesome. They do wood hauling, so I get some more wood, because as we're creating the silver warhammers, they need to burn the wood in the wood furnace here to make charcoal. So as we're making warhammers and melting them, because the smelter here will also use the charcoal. The probably make that a little closer. That's fine. Doesn't matter. This doesn't have to be the most efficient fortress. But as we are we're making the hammers and then melting them to improve the skill of these guys, it's going to be going through the wood, so we need a lot of wood, as well as they're making a lot of beds right now. Okay, now you see in this farm over here, I only have a few options for the seasons. And if I go to this farm down here, since this is above ground and light, I have a lot more options. Wheat's gonna make beer. 2 grain wheat's gonna make beer. Fortress name is Basement Graves of Beers, so we're gonna start making some beer here. So enter on that, and this is spring. So autumn. Also wheat. Summer, we can maybe go to 2 grain wheat. Seems like I have seeds for all of these, and then 2 grain wheat in the winter time, so they're gonna have 2 different kinds of beer out of that. And then maybe I'll make even another one right here. That's the stair. I can maybe dig it right here next to it. We'll see how that goes first. We'll see how this one goes first, and then grab a wall. Okay, so we gotta dig out more of that. But pretty much anywhere where there's mud down here, I can just dig above it. I would have to remove the floor above it and then channel and then rebuild the floor to get this inside light and above ground tag on that tile. But that's fine. It only takes a little bit to do that. Let's see how these miners are doing. Okay, excellent. So one thing I noticed is that in this main stockpile that I created, they're putting all the silver warhammers in here, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to go into the settings of this, and I'm going to go down to weapons and trap components here, and just I'll forbid weapons. So it'll still hold trap components, but no weapons. It looks like we're getting a lot of food coming in. So they're slaughtering their animals, and yeah, excellent. So now we have like a very good source of leather and food out of these turkeys right here that we brought. Now they're starting to put the warhammers here, and they're tagged with melt because in the stockpile settings here I have auto melt on. So they should start. Melt the metal object is not active, but it's not suspended either, so they should be going for that shortly. I think that's a pretty good place to stop the episode. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe for more videos.